Morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody that is tuning in or listening or watching the the American Soccer Africa show. This is the home of everything soccer and highlighting the players of African origin doing exploits in both the MLS and the NWSL, and even what is happening in African football in relation to that category of players. And I'm your host Solomon Awafua. Thank you so much to everybody that has contributed in the comment section, either on social media or on video or audio platforms. Really grateful to receive them. I gladly take it the way it is, either positive or negative. That is something that I just have to, appreciate and just learn from those comments so that the show continues to grow and hopefully I can reach to the destination where I said in my debut episode a few days ago. So today I'll be focusing on the Africa Cup of Nations 2023 edition, and the title of this episode will be the 2023 AFCON Group Set Review. That will be what I'm going to be talking about in the next around 15 minutes. Hopefully, this show is going to captivate you, is going to, get you entertained and informed, and at the same time, be able to spark a conversation on what you're taking from this conversation that I'm going to share today. So, without further ado, let me get straight to the point. Of course, like I said, uh, the AFCON is ongoing. For those of you who are watching it in the mainland or in the homeland of Africa, it's ongoing. For those who are outside Africa, but have heard it in one or two instances in whatever media network you're watching or listening from. And yeah, that's what is. It has been ongoing for already more than 10 days ago. That's when it began, and right now the group stages are done. And I'm here to just give you a review of how the groups went about, who qualified. Even I can tell you which players from the MLS participated in AFCON, and see which players are already in the knockout stages. So without further ado, let me go straight to the group stages. Like, how did it, go down? Now, as you all know, this tournament consists of 24 teams who have qualified via the qualification stages, and already out of the 24 teams that are grouped into 6 groups of 4 teams each, only 16 are able to qualify for the knockout stages, which will start from the round of 16 all the way to the final. Now, these 16 teams comprises of 8 group winners, 6 group winners rather, 6 group runners-up in addition, and 4 best third place teams out of the 6. So that will give you 16. So scrap the 8 that I said earlier on. Now, if you look at Group A, uh, the teams that have qualified from Group A, according to my notes that I've been checking, is of course Senegal and none other than than let me not specify which specific groups have qualified. I'll just tell you from there. I written it down. I had written in no order of from Group A to Group H, because I had to do my calculations on which team had the most points as they qualified, and then of course how did the fixtures pile about. So don't mind me the way I said earlier on. So out of the 16 teams, I've ranked them in order of total points. And of course, if points are tied, I look at goal difference. And if goal difference are tied, look at the number of goals scored. So that is how I'm going to be giving you the 16 teams that have qualified out of the 24. Now, these 16 teams, if you have been following the tournament so far, you've noticed 16 teams have qualified. Now, in my calculation, in terms of the order of which is the best performing team in the group stages and to the worst performing team that have qualified for the round of 16. Now, the best performing team in the group stages, as you all know, is the defending champions Senegal, who have 9 points, meaning they have won all 3 games that they have played in Group C. That is where I've allocated it. And then the second best team is Equatorial Guinea, who have 7 points in Group A, but the goal difference of +6. Why? Because they are tied with uh, Cape Verde and also Morocco. Now for Cape Verde, they are the third best team in the group stages, who are in Group B. Also finished with 7 points with a goal difference of +4, and then we scored 7 goals. And then also Morocco is the fourth best performing team in the group stages with 7 points with a goal difference of +4 and scored 5 goals. As you've noticed, all these 4 are the group winners in their respective groups. From number 1, Senegal, group winner of Group C. Group A winner is Equatorial Guinea, second best team overall out of the 16. Cape Verde, the group winner of Group B, who are third best overall out of the 16 teams that have qualified. And then also Morocco, the group winner of Group F, who are the fourth best team overall out of the 16 teams that have qualified. And then fifth best performing team overall in the group stages is Angola, who have 7 points also, who are the group winners in Group D with the goal difference of +3. And then Nigeria, who are the sixth best performing team overall in the group stages, they have also 7 points, who are the runners-up in Group A. So meaning Nigeria is the best performing runners-up, group runners-up, and have a goal difference of +2. So you can see 5 teams have tied with 7 points from different groups. So meaning Senegal is the superior one. So that means Senegal are favorites to defend the title and going back to back. So meaning number 1 is Senegal, and then 5 teams are tied for second. And if you go to the 7th best performing team overall in the group stages, is going to be Mali, who are the group winners of Group E with 5 points. And if you look at the 8th best performing team in the group stages, is going to be South Africa, who are the runners-up in Group E, and they had 4 points with a goal difference of +2. So that is already your top 8. If you are to do a draw right now and just rank them by points, that is how it's going to look like on pot A. Now if you look at the second half of the pot, that's like pot B, Cameroon are the 9th best performing team, meaning they finished runners-up in Group C, and they have 4 points with the goal difference of -1, and they also scored 5 goals. And then the 9th best performing team in the group stages is Burkina Faso, who are the runners-up in Group D, and they had 4 points with the goal difference of -1, and they have scored 3 goals. Actually, Cameroon is 9th. Sorry, if I said 8th, I'm corrected. Burkina Faso are 10th best performing. So if I said 9th, I stand corrected right now. And then Guinea are the 11th best performing team with 4 points, and finishing with goal difference of -1, and they've scored 2 goals. Now Guinea is the best performing third place team, of all the third place teams that they finished third in all the 6 groups. And then followed by Namibia, who are the 12th best performing team, and they had 4 points with a goal difference of -3. And then the 13th best performing team in the group stages is Egypt, who finished runners-up in Group B. They had 3 points with the goal difference of 0, and they scored 6 goals. And then the 14th best performing team in the group stages is going to be DR Congo, who finished runners-up in Group F and had 3 points, goal difference of 0, and they have only scored 2 goals. And then the 15th best performing team overall in the group stages is Mauritania, who have 3 points and a goal difference of -1. And then last but not least, the 16th best performing team, but according to the round of 16, the worst performing team is going to be the hosts, the Ivory Coast, who have 3 points and a goal difference of -3. So that is how I've ranked the 16 teams that have qualified in the round of 16 by total points. And if total points are tied, go to goal difference. And if goal difference are tied, you go to the goal scored. That's how I've ranked the 16 teams that have qualified in the round of 16. But if we look at the fixtures lineup, it's going to be interesting. Now, in those 8 fixtures, I'm going to start with Nigeria vs Cameroon. That will be a good game to watch out for. They'll be playing on the 27th. 27th, that is on a Saturday. And then Angola vs Namibia, they'll be playing on the 27th. So they're both playing on the same day. And then if you go to the 28th of January, Egypt are facing DR Congo, and then also Equatorial Guinea are facing Guinea. So, and then 29th of January, we've got Mali facing Burkina Faso. Sorry, I'm mistaken. It's supposed to be Cape Verde facing Mauritania. Yes, Cape Verde facing Mauritania. That will be on the 29th. And then on that same day, Morocco will be facing South Africa. And then on the 30th of January, that is Mali will face Burkina Faso. And then Senegal will be facing Ivory Coast. So that is how it's going down in the round of 16. So, what have we seen so far in the group stages? Now, before I get there, let me tell you how many MLS players, since it's supposed to be Afrocentric, but in the side of the MLS or NWSL. 5 players from the MLS are playing in the AFCON. That is Carlos Acapo of Equatorial Guinea, who is for the San Jose Earthquakes. We've got Steven Moreira, who plays for Cape Verde and is representing Columbus Crew. You've got Jamiro Monteiro, who is also from Cape Verde, who is representing San Jose Earthquakes, so meaning he's the teammate of Carlos Acapo. Now you've got Nuhu Tolo, who is playing for Cameroon and he represents Seattle Sounders. And then, last but not least, Cyprian Kachwele, who is playing for Tanzania, who is representing the Vancouver Whitecaps. So 5 players from the MLS are in AFCON. I know that's a very, very minor percentage if you compare to other leagues. So, but so long as Africa is being represented in that league, I think you should give them props for the hard work that they are doing for the clubs that they are playing in the MLS. And as I conclude, what have we noticed in the group stages? You've noticed giants being X'd early. Giants like Ghana, giants like Algeria, giants like Tunisia being knocked out. And then you've got the emergence of lesser known teams, teams like Namibia, teams like Mauritania, teams like Equatorial Guinea, and Cape Verde. Those are the teams that have shocked AFCON so far with their group stage performances. But as it comes out to the knockout stages starting on the 27th all the way to the 30th, that is the round of 16, hopefully as soon as the round of 16 is done, I will do a review of that. And then we see how which teams have qualified, which teams have been knocked out. But yeah, that is AFCON that is ongoing. What is my review on the hosts' performances? It has been very subpar to the point that the coach even left the job. So that's how bad the team played despite qualifying for the round of 16. Them facing the defending champions Senegal is going to be the game of the round of 16, meaning the hosts versus the defending champions Senegal. But hey, it is what it is. Anything can happen. Miracles can happen. Small teams will continue to dominate. They'll have a fairy tale. But yeah, that is AFCON 2023 so far. That is the group stage review that I've jotted down and shared it with you. And that is it for today on the American Soccer Africa show. Thank you to everybody for tuning in or listening to me from whatever platform you're using, from whatever country you're from whatever time that you are in at this time. So thank you. Don't forget to give your contributions in the comment section on the platform that you're using. I'll be more than glad to receive them and respond as soon as they come in. Once again, I'm Solomon Wafua, your host of the American Soccer Africa show. Now, next week on Monday, I'll look at what's happening in the MLS, and then we get to see what's going on. But until then, thank you so much for listening or tuning me on. Goodbye.